This afternoon, you're driving this travelling train at Faversham to drive the 1356-58 departure to St Pancras. Please take yourself up for departure and board passengers. Press F1 for your calling points. So press T to open the doors. We'll go over here, set the headlights to day, put the reverser to neutral. Cancel the AWS self reset, and we should be ready for departure. We just need to wait for our doors to close and for a path towards London. So departing Faversham, the speed limit is 15 miles an hour. Next stop is Sittingbourne. In about 7 miles. Speed limits are going up to 60 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm using the sound mod by Sam T, and it sounds like I'm driving a washing machine. Speed limit is now 75. So this is scenario 1, Foxtrot 41, 1358 Faversham to St Pancras. On this clear summer afternoon, you were driving service 1 Foxtrot 41 to St Pancras with the 295. Set in 2012, top speed is 140. 22395s having less tracks of effort on DC because DC is 750 volts and not 25,000. Power handle has been limited to notch 3, notch 4 will be available when you switch to AC at Ebbsfleet. Due to disruption at Calais, all Eurostar services are currently suspended because we don't have a serviceable 373. So the scenario is available on ATS, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. And we'll also be following that pair of 375s to Rochester before we branch off towards Strood. So we are on the London to Faversham High Speed line by Dovetail Games. because this is the Faversham High Speed route, this will have the old Rainham without the bay platform. We'll have old Gravesend with the 2 through lines, and old Rochester with the 4 platforms instead of the now 3. And we are in Unit 395025, going to St Pancras. The destination textures are by Chris Horsfield, which look really good. We're now passing through Tainham Station. So our calling points are Faversham, Chittagong, Rainham, Gillingham, Chatham, Rochester, Strood, Gravesend, Ebbsfleet, Stratford and St Pancras in about 46 miles. I thought this route would be a lot longer. Yeah, 70 sound more really does make the 395 a lot more drivable. A lot better than the default sounds. Maybe one day we can get like an AP 395 EP and maybe an extension towards Ashford. Because I think Ashford is where the 395s are stored. I'd be really cool if we could do like depot moves with 395s, like to get out of Ashford depot somewhere, to St Pancras or something, and then start service. I've read that this is the signal before Sittingbourne. Coming into Sittingbourne, aiming to stop at the 6-car stop sign, which is towards the end of the platform. There's a Sheerness train on the right. So to Martin Sixtonbourne, speed limit is 90 miles an hour. Next stop is Raynham in about 5 miles. Line coming from the right is the line from Sheerness and Sea. So back in 2012, I think the St Pancras to Faversham trains, so 2 trains an hour, so one every 30 minutes. And also in 2012, there was also like a high frequency shuttle between St Pancras and Ashford for the Olympics. It is really interesting to see HS1 have so many trains in it instead of the usual Javelins and Eurostars. Because I think between St Pancras and Stratford there was like a train every 5-10 minutes. Yeah, if you want to know the actual timings of these, they're in the summer 2012 working timetable available on Network Rail's archive. So a lot of new products has been announced from TS. There's products that are coming. So we've got the Gemma upgrade of the Greater Main Line. So we've got Gemma, the Flirts, the North Square East, the Coma branch, Task Force Course Modern, which I helped make. There's other things I'm probably forgetting. Oh yeah, and the Brighton Main Line upgrade. Yeah, the flirts are the thing that I'm looking most forward to. Because the flirts look dead sexy. Especially with all the features you can mess around with. Like the TMS and hopefully fully functional TPWS, where you can press the train stop override button and isolate it, so you can do things like emergency special working. So we're now approaching Raynham. It might be coming a bit too hard to stop at the 6-car stop sign. So arrival into Raynham. So it's passing Raynham. Next stop is Gillingham, in about 2.5 miles. So coming up soon will be Gillingham Depot, used by Southeastern to, I think it's clean, I'm not sure about servicing. Warning of 60 miles an hour as we approach Gillingham. So on the right we've got a 565, or a pair of 565s stabled. P75s going to Dover and Ramsgate. A pair of 465s awaiting to leave the depot behind us, for then forming a service to try and cross via Dartford. And arriving into Gillingham. passing Gillingham, next stop is Chatham in about a mile and a half. And for those who don't know, Chatham is where Dovetail Games is located. Got a thing in yellow, which means I think we're cleared into Chatham. It's really went down to 30. So arriving into Chatham. So that's one thing. Chatham. Next stop is Rochester, which is coming up right now. So this is Old Rochester with 4 platforms instead of the 3. So it's about in Rochester. Next stop is Strood. After cross over the River Medway. Yeah, it's very strange that the 395s were designed for high speed services on HS1 and yet they're doing 30 miles an hour on lines like these. The leg on shirt on is the Chatham Main Line towards London Victoria. Line from the left is the Medway Valley from Tunbridge. Now arriving into Strood. So leaving Strood, next stop will be Gravesend. And coming up soon will be Who Junction, which I think is used as like a stone terminal yard for like engineering trains. Full of ballast. Gronk on the left and one on the right. I think Who Junction has two Gronks. Because it's sort of like the pair of them double heading short train. Moving around the yard. So we've got Gravesend, Ebbsfleet, Stratford and St Pancras. So thank you to everyone who has purchased my second Chatmos payware pack. I did enjoy making it. The next payware scenario pack is in development. I'm not going to say what it is because spoilers, but aiming to have it out by the end of September. And hopefully the new ATS and Ultimate plugin will be available, instead of having to use markers and lure. You know, to play announcements. Because what I like to do for payware stuff is go the extra mile. Like include after course working and custom announcements. You know, just to help it stand out against the freeware stuff. Flashing yellow, which means we are cleared into Gravesend Station. Stopping train from St Pancras. So entering the platform at Gravesend, the speed limit goes down to 15 miles an hour. So this is it. This is Old Gravesend with the two middle roads and the lack of a bay platform. Arrival into Gravesend. As of the international, you will need to change from DC to AC before joining HS1 to St Pancras. So as part in Gravesend, the next stop is absolutely International, where we will join HS1, and then we'll be able to get up to some real speed, not just 30 miles an hour. Okay, flashing double yellow, which means we have a path towards Ebbsfleet. Another javelin from St Pancras. And the weather is transitioning from fair, I think it's fair high cloud to overcast. I did originally going to make it rain, but the wiper sounds are incredibly annoying to listen to. You know, like that. So we're now branching off from, I think it's the mid-Kent line that goes through Dartford. And now we're under the wires. And up ahead is Ebbsfleet International Station, platforms 5 and 6. So after opening the doors, I will change from DC power to AC power by raising the shoes and raising the pantograph. And also the speedo will change from miles an hour to kilometers per hour. Okay, to change from DC to AC, press the TTRL power mode, so TTRL is channel to rail link. You can see the line volt has been lost and the main circuit breaker has been, I think, stripped. Then you press the pan up, shoes down button. That'll give us a line volt, which means the pantograph has been raised. Press it again. And we have our power back. So we're now on AC mode. And we're clear for departure out of Ebbsfleet. So that's one thing else for International. Next up is Trafford International, in about 16 miles. So you see the speedometer has changed to kilometers per hour, as you can see here, next to 63, and the TVM 430 has kicked in, which is giving it a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, which is now topped up to 100. Just gonna let the train roll down the hill. As you see, the speed limit has increased to 225 kilometers per hour, which is 140 miles an hour. So in the snow, we now are doing a very brisk 102 miles an hour. So the maximum speed of the 395s is 140 miles an hour, making it the second fastest passenger train in the UK after the Eurostar, which can do 186 miles an hour. On the right are the C2C lines from Shoeburyness to Fenchurch Street using 357s, which we don't have yet. Maybe one day we'll have the C2C lines in TS accompanied with a 357. Now 357s they're basically like a 170 but 4 coaches and with a pantograph. Coming up on Dagenham Dock. Car carriers that come with the JT Classic 7. Another C2C line will go up and over towards Barking. Speed is now flashing, which means it's a warning that it will decrease as we are getting closer to Stratford. Slowing down to 200. Speed limit's going further down to 170. Going down further to 80. And we're now approaching Stratford International, which doesn't actually have any international trains. And at the moment, neither does as fleet of Ashford. Yes, since COVID, Eurostar have stopped serving S-Fleet and Ashford, presumably due to costs. So if you want to go from Ashford to Paris, you have to go into London and then go back on yourself. I guess you could drive from Ashford to Dover and then get a ferry to Calais. Arrival at Stratford, change for the London 2012 Olympics. So departing Stratford International, next and final stop will be London St Pancras International. In about 5 miles. So yeah, Stratford International is basically just a giant concrete hole in the ground. But I think today only the middle only the middle platforms are in use, platforms 2 and 3. Because I think platforms 1 and 4 were initially envisaged to be used by the Eurostar because of their platform height differences. But because Stratford is so close to St Pancras, Eurostar never really bothered to stop here. So those stops are St Pancras, S-Fleet, Ashford, and then Europe. So 225 is flashing, which means the speed limit is going to decrease. Slow down to 160 kilometers an hour. So now we are under central London, or south central London. Maybe somewhere near Canterbury. slowing down to 60 kilometers an hour. So just before we leave the tunnel, we will cross over the East Coast Main Line at King's Cross at Belle Isle. And we now reach central London. Line to the middle right connects to the North London line near Camden Junction. And we are cleared into platform 13. Lines from the right are the Midland Main Line from Sheffield and Nottingham. And there's a Meridian going somewhere. So St Pancras has a Javelin, a HST and a few Meridians. And I forgot to put on the HST's branding. Yeah, one job me. One job. So arriving into St Pancras, this is where the video will end. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this run from Faversham to St Pancras in this 395. And like the video if you're so inclined. Subscribe if you want to get more chasing content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So arrival into London St Pancras.